Let's talk about this Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez drama that's been playing out, because yesterday we got the word from BoxingScene.com that the fight was signed, sealed, and delivered, that it was a done deal August 16th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. All right, maybe not the one that we thought was going to happen following Times Square. I think a lot of us thought, all right, they'll still go to the Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. Well, although last week we found out that Ryan Garcia had hand surgery, his team telling me that he should be okay for an October date, which was always the plan for the rematch against Haney. But then all of a sudden, here comes this news. However, today we take a left turn, and The Ring, obviously owned by Turki Al-Sheikh, reports that the fight isn't happening. And then we see a slew of tweets back and forth between the two of them. Here's Devin Haney replying to a tweet, a quote tweet, I believe it is, from one Teofimo Lopez. Lopez wrote, "I am looking to work with a company in the retail industry to launch and expand my Make Boxing Great Again brand and other ideas I'm working on. Tag a retail company if you like to see Carabaj." Devin writes, "Just STFU Teofimo." All right.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Just be quiet already. Here's another one from Devin. "The fight with Teo is not signed. I signed my part, and Teo has been stalling. As of today, he has decided he doesn't want to fight me. He is officially the biggest duck." Here's more from Devin. "And I wanted the fight at 147, and he wanted the fight at 140. We negotiated to meet at 145, even though he was willing to fight Boots at 147. Here's more from Devin.
Oh.
Oscar De La Hoya writing, "Devin Haney is calling Teo a duck. More like Teo is smart to not fight a runner who has less fans than Diddy does." Devin
That's
replying,
nonsense. That's nonsense.
"What's your obsession with me?"
Yeah, that's nonsense. So
Teo also saying, by the way, that Devin ducked him. I don't know what to make of all of this. What do you make of it?
I'm tired of it all.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm tired of it all. I mean, we just hear from Richardson Hitchens. These are fighters that want to fight. And these are two guys. And by the way, I mean, these two have been circling each other since they were at 135 4 years ago. We've been hearing about Teo versus Devin for 4 years. That's the fight everyone wanted to see. Teo versus Devin. It wasn't sort of Teo versus Javante or Teo versus Shakur or Teo versus... No, it's been Teo versus Devin for about 4 years. And by the way, I actually think it's more, for me, a more exciting fight than Devin versus Ryan. I know Devin and Ryan have got the history, but I think Teo is skyrocketing right now. And I think Devin is. He stalled a little bit because of that Ryan fight, but I think he's skyrocketing. So I think it's a fantastic fight. And all of a sudden, it just doesn't happen because of what? Like I'd love to know the real reason. Is it the weight? Because it can't really be the weight, because Teofimo was going to fight Boots. He was saying, let me fight Boots. That was going to be at 147. He even said, let me fight Crawford at 154 pounds. So it can't be a weight problem. Is it a money problem? I mean, are these guys not getting paid? I think we know these guys get paid. They get paid very well. I mean, I would always say get your worth, but sometimes I feel like they're getting over their worth in terms of their deliverables, especially when you go on what happened at Times Square. So I have no idea. I just find it annoying. From those tweets alone, it looks like the portion of blame has to lie at the feet of Teofimo Lopez. That's what it looks like until we hear from Teo. But I don't know, man. I'm just kind of fed up with a lot of these kids, if I'm honest with you. And maybe this is just my old man talk, but sometimes I'm like, we've got such a good grouping of about 6 or 7, I think, fantastic young American fighters that could make this sport just go bang in America. Like, as big as boxing is over here in the UK, I mean, in America, some people say it's not even a top 10 sport. That's what I hear. That's what people tell me.
Oh, yeah.
But yet we've got the talent to make it a top 10 sport. I mean, just alone at 135 and 140, we had Richardson Hitchens there. We got Ryan Garcia. We got Teofimo Lopez. We got Devin Haney. We got Shakur Stevenson. We got Keyshawn Davis. We got Tank. I mean, are you kidding me? Like, if those guys were to all mix it with each other, you've got the best era since maybe the Four Kings. But what do? Nothing. Honestly, it's just... I don't know. Honestly, I
most certainly hope if these guys do in fact fight, that it happens here in the United States, because this is a tailor-made American card for, Las Vegas, maybe somewhere in California, certainly here in New York with Lopez's backing and Haiti fighting here as well, twice back-to-back now. So, and I know his dad has now called New York home. So I think it would make a hell of a lot of sense, because we don't have a lot of big fights happening here between two Americans that can sell out legit top-notch NBA, NHL, Vegas venues. So I would love to see that. But there's still a part of me that's like, I kind of would rather just see Haney versus Garcia next. Like if this gets rid of Haney versus Garcia in any way, shape, or form, Teo could beat him, and then all of a sudden the stock in that fight goes lower. I don't know if I want to buy it. Obviously, in a vacuum, it's a great fight between two of the best, and there's a backstory there. I get it, but at the expense of Haney versus Garcia too, like which one would you rather?
What I don't want is just, I don't like the stalling and waiting.
Yeah.
Like, you're right. I mean, don't get me wrong. Haney, Ryan, there's something special when those guys mix. And then you got the involvement of Oscar and you got the involvement of Bill Haney. So it is this perfect storm. But with Ryan being injured, no more pausing on careers. Like, these guys need to fight. These guys should be fighting 3-4 times a year. At the moment, it's once a year. This fight was earmarked for August 16th. So I'm all systems go. I just want to see fights. At this stage, I'm not trying to wait for a guy to get fit and healthy. Okay, look, my hand's better now. Now it's going to take me another 2 months to spar, and then I have to make weight. So we're not seeing Ryan until 2026. So I'm off the Ryan train for now. Give me fighters that are healthy and ready to go. Teo and Devin are healthy and ready to go. Just make the fight. Just make the fight. And if you are Turkey, who's obviously come into the sport, and so far he's been able to kind of make the fights that we want to see, even he must be thinking, is this really what happens? This is it? This is all the headache? Mm-hmm. Like, it's not that easy, is it? It's very difficult to get a lot of these young guys to fight each other, honestly, because, I mean, the negotiating table must be as big as anything, because they seem to want anything to get in the ring. And I'm just tired of it. Honestly, I'm tired of it.
Well, yeah, and Teo has been a little bit unhinged on social media these days. The difference
a little bit unhinged.
The difference is
he's been crazy.
20, 30 years ago, you didn't really see how the sausage was made. And now we get like minute by minute tweets back and forth, and it sort of falls on deaf ears as time goes on.